Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back. Okay, so this is gonna be a little bit different because this is not a reading. This is more like this is a channel message because I got this at this point probably like 2 or 3 days ago now when I was meditating, and I was already supposed to put it out, but I didn't because I was just being hard headed. To be honest, I was just being hard headed. But yeah, again, this is not a reading, so if that's what you're looking for, I'm sorry. That's not gonna happen in this video. But yeah, so a few days ago when I was meditating, um, like I said, the overall message is that somebody's masculine is about to be chasing them, chasing you down, okay? Like chasing you down. Um, when I was meditating the other day, the first thing that I saw was like it was like this girl like in a village, you know what I'm saying? Probably like somewhere like an African village or something like that, or I don't know, somewhere away because she had on a grass skirt, but her grass skirt was not a regular like you know how you see like the grass skirts and they be like bright green and all that. No, hers was like brown, like the grass was dead, like hers was brown. So I saw her from the back. Her skirt was brown. She didn't have on a top, but I saw her from the back. I could just tell she didn't have on a top because there was like no straps here or no straps, on the shoulder. There was no straps. She didn't have on a top. So she's walking down this dirt road by herself. The dirt road is surrounded by trees. It's like trees on either end, like a village, like I said. So she's going down this road and she's by herself. And then out of nowhere, like out of my side vision, my peripheral vision, I saw like a boy chasing her, and this boy just starts chasing her, like running after her, running behind her. And she's not seeing him at all, because her back's turned, she's going towards wherever it is. She's trying to get back to her village or wherever she's going down that dirt road. She's not paying attention to nothing behind her. So while I was seeing it, I was like, this kind of reminded me of the Jungle Book, you know what I'm saying? And Spirit has been giving me messages in Disney movies a lot lately. Like, I don't know, that's just what it is. So I was like, yeah, this kind of reminded me of the Jungle Book. That's what I was thinking. So as soon as I thought that, they showed me the picture of the jungle or the scene in the Jungle Book where it's like at the end. Yeah, it's like at the end where Mowgli is like at the village and he sees the girl from the village and she's like singing and gathering water in her little what you call it? I don't know. It's not a pot. Y'all know what I'm talking about. A little canister that's made out of pottery. I can't think of the name right now, but anyway, y'all know the girl down there getting the water to carry back on her head back into the village. Okay, so they showed me that with Mowgli like peeking through the grass because at first he was like just watching her what she was doing, singing and stuff like that. So they instantly switched to that scene with him peeking through the grass, watching her, which is representing the feminine, watching the feminine, like singing and getting water to go back to her village. And he falls in the water at some point, and she kind of laughs at him and he follows her into the village, right? So that's the scene that they show me. He was following her into the village, and then afterwards, when I thought about it, I was like, it's like some people that want this masculine to be with this feminine, and it's some people that don't, because when Mowgli is actually starting to follow her into the village, um, Baloo the bear is like, come back, like telling him to come back to the jungle, and then, what's the panther's name? Bagheera's like, go on. And the other one's like, come back, come back. And he's like, go on, go on. So it's like people that's encouraging this person to go forward and, go after this feminine. And it's also people that's like trying to hold this person back, does not want to see this person with this feminine, right? Okay, so boom. So right after that, it's like, it just switched to, which was crazy. It's just crazy the way that I see things. It was dark, and then it just switched to the resurrection scene. The way I knew it was a resurrection scene because everything was dark, and then all of a sudden, this circular round rock just starts rolling away. So the hole that's open is showing the sunshine on the outside is round. So I see this stone rolling away, and I'm like, but it's showing it from me being on the inside. Like my vision is showing it from the inside of like the tomb, and I'm like, is this in my head? I'm like, is this the resurrection? And I'm like, no, this isn't the resurrection. Like this doesn't have anything to do with what I just saw. Like, or can it? Like, what is it? Like, I'm really in my mind. Like, what is it? You know what I'm saying? So the stone keeps rolling. As the stone is rolling, I start to see people standing on top looking down into the hole. And so I'm just watching, right? So it turns out not to be the resurrection. It turns out to be like Joseph and his brothers. Like I finally figure out that I'm Joseph, and I'm looking up, and it's like a couple of the brothers were rolling the stone away, and a couple of them were just standing there watching. And the ones that rolled the stone away, it was like they kind of just turned their backs and left immediately after the stone was removed and it exposed the daylight. I don't know. It was kind of like, you know, one of the nights after he had been kept in the pit and they rolled the stone away, like, oh, it's morning now, we can open it back up. Like maybe, you know what I'm saying? It's morning, they open it back up. So it's like the ones that moved the stone, they walked away immediately. But a couple other ones, they was like standing down, looking at the hole, like looking down on him or looking down on me because I was literally Joseph in my mind. You know what I'm saying? So I finally look down at myself and I see the coat of many colors, and that's what let me know because I knew I was in the masculine role in that scene. I was the masculine. Joseph represents the masculine. So some of these masculines have went through betrayal from their own brothers, their own family members, or people they consider a brotherhood, something like that. It's like a lot of these masculines have been going through betrayal with their own family, their own friends, people they thought really had their back because they are favored or they are chosen or they are, you know, just simply God's child. Because if you think about it, the story of Joseph, his brothers was jealous of him. Why? Because he was his father's favorite. You feel me? Like he was his father's favorite. That's why he got that coat of many colors. The rest of them just had on regular rags, clothes, whatever. He got the coat because his father favored him. So it's like this person is a chosen one. This person is somebody that God favors. That's supposed to be like helping other people. But it's like these people can see that, these people can tell that, or these people can tell that this masculine is supposed to be doing or become somebody that's great. And so it's like they hate, they're jealous. And then at one point, I even heard like they sold him into slavery. They sold some type of masculine into slavery. Like maybe I can't even talk. Maybe they put him in a situation where he owed somebody money, or like I don't know. I was thinking more so along the lines of because you know Joseph, they sold him into slavery. His brothers literally sold him into slavery, and what they did to like jack him up, fuck him up, mess his life up, or get rid of him actually turned out in the end to be a part of God's plan in order to save them because he got sent to Egypt. He became a ruler over Egypt, and he actually saved his family from starvation when the famine hit because as a ruler of Egypt, he put enough food away to be able to supply them with food and water when they needed it. So at the end of the day, it's like them selling him into slavery actually is what saved their family, saved their bloodline. So it's something like that in the play because it's like whatever these people did to these masculines to actually hurt them is going to actually turn out for their greater good. It's going to actually show them some things that's going to make them a better ruler, a better person, something towards that effect, you know, because, excuse me, y'all. I really heard like they sold this person into slavery. So it's like they could be having, they could have set this person up. I heard it was like some real snake shit. Like they could have set this person up. They could have had this person in debt with some people. I heard something about some killers too. Like sold him out to some killers. Like maybe some people that really will like. This masculine could have really been in some real shit, like some real danger. Put it that way, like some real shit. Um, yeah, some real shit. That I'm gonna just leave it at that. I'm gonna just leave it at that. Yeah, they definitely could have got played by some family members, some friends, a brotherhood, people that they really, really legit thought had their back or they could trust. So moving on, the next thing I saw was like a cello. There was like a chair or a stool. I don't remember if it was a chair or a stool, but there was anyway. It was something that you could sit in front of this cello, and then after the cello, there was like the same like kind of water bucket, water can, water canister that the girl had from Jungle Book, there was that, and it was pouring into like a little stream that was built from bricks, because like the bricks was on the side, like holding the stream in one place. So it's like the water was pouring into the stream, and the stream was like flowing down. So y'all know, water represents emotions. So with the cello and the emotions, I was like, some of these masculines are like talented when it comes to music and things like that. So it's like that's going to be a good outlet for them to release their emotions. It either is going to be a good outlet, or it already is. Like some of these masculines could be really good at music, or really good at writing songs, writing poetry, but that's going to be some type of outlet for some of these masculines to get out the pain and just the things that they went through with the betrayals that they've been through, to be able to like release some of that, release some of those emotions. Like maybe some of them already do that. They could even just keep a journal, or I'm gonna say journal because I know males don't keep diaries, I guess, so I'm not trying to offend nobody, but yeah, I'm gonna say journal. But yeah, and also, I saw, okay, y'all, hold on, I gotta look at my notes because I wrote some of this stuff down. And now I want to get the name of this flower wrong. So I saw a flower, calla lily. Calla lily, that's the name of it. Calla lily. I saw a calla lily too. And I couldn't remember because I was not doing what I was supposed to do. I was supposed to write this down right after I saw it, and I didn't. I waited. So then I couldn't remember where I saw certain things. Like this flower is one of those things I can't remember. I can't remember if I saw it. I want to say I saw it when I saw like the scene that turned like from the resurrection to like Joseph. I want to say I saw it there, but that scene went right into the thing that I saw with the cello. So it was either during that scene or like right in between the cello, somewhere up in there. But I saw the flower and I was like looking at it in my mind's eye, and I was like, okay, I got to remember what this flower looks like so I can look it up. So I looked it up, and it's the calla lily. So the calla lily, believe it or not, is considered like the crucifixion resurrection flower. So I was like, okay, so it looked like the resurrection at the beginning for me to realize that this is the right flower that I'm looking up, that I'm seeing something like that. It tied in something like that, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, I feel like the flower, they said the flower represents death and rebirth. When I read it, when I looked up the definition of the flower, it gave me the death card vibe, transition, death, rebirth. So it's like these masculines are going through this rebirth, and that's what I was saying. Like even it's something with writing and something with music that is going to help these masculines to be able to, like, I don't want to say cope. It's going to be like therapeutic. It's going to be a way for them to vent. There we go. It's going to be a way for them to vent their feelings, vent their emotions, vent how they feel about the betrayals and the stuff that they've been through, that they're going through this transition with right now. Because that's exactly what that flower actually, they said that flower is like the Easter flower, or the crucifixion or resurrection flower. That was the name of it when I looked it up, and I was like, wow, that's so crazy. I was like, that's definitely the right flower, because I definitely thought it was the resurrection when I first started seeing that vision, that picture, whatever it was. What else? I think that was it, y'all. I think that was it. Yeah, that was it. Because and Mowgli chased. Mowgli went after that girl in the village. He didn't listen to Blue. He followed the girl into the village because he was curious about her. You know what I'm saying? So it's like these masculines, overall messages. These masculines been through a lot. They have been through a lot. But like I said, that first girl that I saw in that grass skirt, he was literally like running after her. And it was like, I don't know, she wasn't running down the street or nothing. She just was like steadily walking. And it was like, he looked like he was running with all her might to catch up with her. He wasn't catching her yet, but he looked like he was running with all his might to catch up with her. So, yeah, that's a message for a lot of you guys, a lot of you femmes out there. Yeah, because even when she popped up, I was like, okay, yeah, that's the divine feminine. Like I knew. So for a lot of you divine feminines, you about to have your masculines running behind you, chasing, like trying to get you back, trying to get back after they done been through a lot of shit with like close people close to them, betrayal with people close to them, friends, family, some type of brotherhood. I don't know. It could be a club. It could be a fucking fraternity. I don't fucking know, but it's gonna be some shit. It could just be like friends. It's gonna be some shit. But yeah, that's all I got. I just wanted to share that with y'all because I was supposed to. It's been on me too. I was supposed to. So it's for somebody out there. This is your confirmation for somebody out there. All right, all right. So, um, yeah, that's what I got. That's all I got. So until next time, you guys. Thanks for listening.